You know, it's very interesting how only certain groups of people are told not to work together. But every time I open up the Forbes list, I see every Walton known to man up and down the Forbes list. But other people are told that we should not work together. That's kind of wild to me. With that being said, welcome to Freedom Friday, brought to you by the Black Wealth Rebels. My name is Jimmy. I'm joined by my partners in crime and my brothers. We got Kamari and Corey in the building. Gentlemen, how are you?
You was
Hola,
good.
hola, hola.
Hola, hola. You in Spanish mode? What's going on, man?
Hola,
Hey, man.
Ojito.
Yeah,
That song is terrible.
I love that song.
Of course, you love anything and everything
You
that
hate
Sean Corey Carter says.
and you hate everything that Sean Corey Carter does.
Well, no, see, the problem is I'm very objective. And when I say I hate one thing, somehow you say I hate everything. I don't think there's no skippies on Reasonable Doubt. Actually, I think the second album is the most underrated album because if I take half of the songs off, it's a perfect album. The third album is
Look at this slander. Actually, I don't like the second album at all. But yeah,
You
what
want
I
volume
think.
one?
Volume One, low key, might be his best album if you're able to take away a couple of the, sunshines and whatnot. Like, but
But
song for
Sunshine
song,
was a hit at the
so
time. See,
no. I know what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Some of his best songs are on Volume One.
that's my point.
Now, hear me out. Hear me out. But when you take away all of those, the album is questionable.
Well, you can't take away all those though.
No. I'm saying leave the best songs on.
Hmm.
And then the ones that are really trash, that aren't that great, you got 4 songs, maybe
Oh
5.
no, it's definitely some
That's
garbage.
more
It's
than
some
4 or 5
nah.
songs.
It's more than 4 or 5 songs. It's some garbage on it. Let's not get it twisted. Like
There's a lot of garbage on that one.
it's
No,
it's definitely it's definitely some basura on that album. However, song for song is probably better than the third album. To be honest with you.
Better than,
the one that took him to the stratosphere, which is Volume 2.
But some of that Ola Jovito, I think girls is low key trash. But I digress.
Nah,
but
bro.
no, that was on. That was
That
on.
I know what it's
I was
on.
going to say after
I'm just.
Blueprint
That was
2,
on
I
the
think.
blueprint. No,
2,
that was on the
right?
blueprint. No, one
One.
blueprint one,
Okay.
Which is his he said, which is his favorite album.
which to me is his most overrated album. But then again, it is what it is, man. But this is not about Kamari's a sycophant for that gentleman. So this is not about that because I don't
Wow.
want Kamari
You
to
call my
spend
man a sicko fan.
I don't want to spend all hour,
Wow.
I don't
You
want
know,
to spend our hour in Glaze territory. So we're
my
gonna move
feelings,
on.
my feelings hurt. But since you brought up Glaze territory, I want to share this with you real quick
Yikes.
before we get into today's topic.
Did you say before?
Pause, no homo. Oh, man, fuck all that shit. Dame,
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Yo, are you quoting Benzino?
Yes, on that. Yep. Fuck all that shit. Yep.
I just want to make it clear that you're quoting Benzino.
On
Right?
that, listen, a broke clock can be right twice a day.
Even a broken clock is fine twice a day.
You know it's bad. I messed it up even saying that because it's Benzino.
Even a broken clock. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. That's the Whisper song. The Whispers be cooking. Low key, my favorite group, but that's also another side. I'm not. This isn't a music show, so you know what I'm saying. Let's chill. Let's see. Our folks is kicking it with us today, man. But no, for the people here watching live, and I see a number of people watching live, please let us know who's here. We're going to get into the main topic, which is about family business. Kamari's favorite book and TV show.
One of
But
them, but my new author, I got a new author. It's solidified now. Solidified.
really,
S.A. Crosby is that bull. That work.
you
Impeccable.
still have yet to send me the book that I'm supposed to be starting with in terms of getting into his catalog.
Ah, man, it's so many. He don't miss. The boy don't miss. But all right, I got
Yo,
one for you.
you turn into a stand fast.
Nah, man, listen, I don't have a problem appreciating, celebrating my brothers, my black brothers.
Let me ask you a
Unlike
question.
some of us. Unlike some of us.
Let me ask you a question, man. When you was a young boy, man, was you the boy that soon as she gave you the first kiss, you told her you loved her?
Probably.
You that boy?
Yeah, I'm that boy.
You was that. I could tell. I could tell.
We
I
got
could tell.
married. We got married.
I could tell. I could tell you was that boy.
We was casting in the tree. All of that. All that.
Hey, Corey, he was that boy. Ain't nothing wrong with
Yo.
being that boy. Ain't nothing wrong with being that boy. I'm just
Yo.
clarifying. I could tell by the way,
You are flagrant, bro.
I was asking the question. He could have said no. He's being honest though. He's being transparent here.
Listen, man, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I respect that. I respect your honesty, beloved. Dr. Chaz is first of all, right, before we get into anything, I want to say happy anniversary to Dr. Chaz. Today is her anniversary.
Oh,
It's,
happy
it's
anniversary.
yeah, it's her Tone day. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Dr. Chaz.
She'll probably be back next week.
Here we go to slander. Here we go to slander.
Listen, that's Steve saying that. That's not me. I just asked a question because
I think you pay Steve because Steve be
ho
slandering me like crazy.
Steve was a truth teller. And you want to get mad at Steve for being a truth teller. I think that's foul.
According to you.
I think that's foul, bro. He's just a truth teller, man. Let the man tell the truth and shame the devil.
Let that man cook.
All right. The pause king has spoken.
Yo, Facebook be wild. I was trying to share this into the group, but they changed everything on this joint. How this joint looks now. That's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Facebook is a wildin', B. Let's see. All right. Yeah, Facebook is wildin'.
Wow. Where's the love?
Yeah, man. Facebook is wildin'. But yeah, listen, for everybody here though, let us know who's here. Ant's in the building. What up, Ant? Steve, what up, Steve? Chaz is in the building. We got a number of other folks who haven't announced themselves as of yet, but it is what it is. Today we're going to talk about family business, right? And this came from and Magic Johnson spoke at the latest Investfest. Shout out to those gentlemen.
The goat.
And he, and by the way, I there's not too many people I could admit of being a stan of because I'm not into that. But when I was a kid, at least, not as a grown man, but as a kid, Magic was like my hero, right? In fact, it's written about in the book known as Sports the Book, which you can find at sportsthebook.com.
Hey, and we're gonna come back to that a little bit later.
But I thought this was a little wild. And I thought it would be worth a conversation. I thought Kamari was gonna go crazy when I sent it to him, but he's like, no, you got it. I mean, I was shocked by that. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kamari. When you told me that, I was like, what?
Is that the first go round or the second go round?
Well, the first go round, you ignored the fact that I tried to, you was in your defense bag. So, that's either here or there.
Oh my God.
But no, I thought you would go crazy on this. Core, I don't know if you've seen this clip, Core, but as a matter of fact, let's get right into it. Kamari,
please do not hire your family unless they have the expertise. What?
Wait a minute. I don't think people heard that. I'm sorry, y'all.
Please do not hire your family unless they have the expertise. What has made more black businesses fail in America? Because you hired your family member and they didn't have the expertise, or they thought they could show up instead of 9 o'clock, they showed up at 12 o'clock. I paid mine to stay away. Here you go. The check will be on the way. No, I'm just kidding. Make sure, though, if you're going to be in a family business, make sure you spell out roles. And once everybody know their role, make sure that they over-deliver in that role.
All right,
Jimmy, what's your thoughts?
So there's a couple parts to that, right? He added a couple things in there, right, in terms of saying if they're not qualified, right? He also said make sure they know their roles. But I just think it's a wild thing to say overall, considering most of the wealth build is based on family business, right? Now, I do agree that you can't just hire any and everyone because they're family. But the overarching theme of just not hiring your family is a little wild. And he did add context to it, so I'll give him credit for that. But when I look up and down all these huge conglomerates and these businesses, their family names, their family businesses, and people are able to build legacies. Now, again, there's more context. Context and nuance is important when having these kind of conversations. So I'm not going to overall slander Magic because, he did kind of cover for himself with some of the things he said after that. But the overarching theme of just not hiring your family as well, because I think what you should do is invest in your family to make sure they're qualified, to make sure you can operate a family business. That should be everybody's goal.
If
what?
If they want to do it.
That's an excellent point because we had a gentleman that was talking to Corey and I one day. He was like, some of these kids don't want your raggedy business, right? They should be able to prosper from it in terms of, hey, this equity, I can do X, Y, Z with it. But to assume that your family wants your raggedy business is a little foul. Go ahead, y'all got it. What you say, Corey?
But I'll say this though: the Walton family the Koch family, the Cargill family, the Pritzker family, the Koch family, S.C. Johnson family. They're all families. They all dominate the Forbes list.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever says don't do business with white folks. It seems like why I have problems with it. And again, I'm a Magic Johnson stan. I'll take that all day long, right? But nobody preferences don't do business with your family. Because yes, family be wilding. But that's never the first thing when we having these or they're having their family conversations or public conversations. They're like, yeah, get your family. Wrap them up. Keep it in the family. I mean, where does that saying come from? Keep the money in the family. Nobody thinks about that when it comes to black folks. But yet and still, we see some of the most billionaires were created from families.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, legacy is everything for a lot of folks, but I do think that again, there's context and nuance to this. You can't just hire any and everyone because I'm pretty sure everybody, all three of us, as well as everybody watching, has a cousin that we wouldn't trust to, do any and everything. So again, there's context to this. You got some thoughts, Core?
Yeah, I do. Magic Johnson was I don't even really like to say this, man. I'm not really a Magic Johnson fan.
What?
Magic Johnson was my favorite player. He was my first favorite player. But I'm really not a Magic fan, right? And it's not because he don't do stuff for black communities, because he has. He's tried to do stuff for black communities specifically. So I really don't have really much of an issue with that part. But he says some of the most outrageous shit, man. And it just make me question him too much. So anybody I gotta question too much, I just let him go. So yeah, I'm just not a fan, man. Like I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay, so what's your issue with the comment though, Corey?
Yeah, what about the comment specifically, not him?
I just don't like the fact that he was playing in our face. Like, don't mess with your family. Like, come on with that dumbass shit. Like,
but again, he did add context to it, and I think that's in
But he added the context because he knew how crazy that shit sound when it came out his mouth. He wasn't going to add no context to it. You can look at his face. He only added that context. Because he listened to that shit in his head, was like, that's fucking crazy. I shouldn't have said that. And then he tried to roll that shit back with the context. Listen, man, go play in somebody else's face. I'm really maybe it's because my patience is short for bullshit in 2025. But I really just, you know what I mean? Like, all right, whatever.
I want to know, what do y'all think in the audience? Do y'all think it was a reach? I think he got caught up in the moment.
But I also think what I heard in there, Kamari, is that there's some trauma there. He got burnt by somebody in his family, and I could hear that, right? And I mean, I have too, but I'm just saying. So I could hear that in there, and I don't think that Magic said, and at least in my perspective, right? I haven't heard him say that many crazy things the way that Corey has said, but with him adding the context to it, he said if they're not qualified, right? If they're not qualified, he said I'll pay them to stay away. And I listen, I get that. Yeah. I totally get that, right?
And I mean, the funny thing is, right, Magic comes from basketball. And you see in sports in general, especially with a lot of our folks, they will hire their uncles, their cousins, their black sisters to come on out. When I say black, like play cousins, play sisters.
Yeah.
Like to come and do stuff that they're not qualified for. How many managers have made it to the spot just because?
No, MC Hammer cousin was like his was a real estate attorney. He made him his like entertainment lawyer, and that worked out terribly.
Right, because he didn't have specialty in that. But when we do get in these positions, I think LeBron probably is the best example where he made sure his people got the skills, got the training, got the exposure and the mentorship. So there's, like you said, there's context.
It's not that, like I said, it's not that that Magic Johnson doesn't do those things because I know he does those things because there's been too many people that says he do. It's just that when he get in public and start saying stupid shit, that shit just
I don't even know what you say that I have no idea of like what things he said, right? Especially regarding black folks in business. Like I just don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know,
things I've
man.
missed.
He I don't know, man. I'm just off of like I said, maybe my patience is short in 2025 and I just I don't know, man. I'm on some zero tolerance shit right now. So maybe it's just but I don't know, man. I'm just not
But I think even that comment is worth examining because he just didn't flat out say, "Yo, just leave your folks alone." That's not what he said.
nah man, I'm not defending no bullshit. I don't care if he
But what
contact
was bullshit? What's bullshit about saying don't
when
hire
when he
unqualified people from your
because
family?
I'm just for me, I was looking at the body language when he said it. It just felt like he was trying to walk back what he said because he felt like, all right, damn, I never should have said that, which he shouldn't have. Like he, I don't know. Like I said, he shouldn't. Like you shouldn't even play like that. Like we, especially the way the world is going right now. Don't hurt your friend. Like, come on, man. You gotta. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't have the right wording, and he was trying to figure it out. But all in all, man, it just sounds crazy to me.
Well, let's
So,
do this. Let's do this. Let's play the clip again. And Corey, you tell me the body language that you feel was out of pocket.
Please do not hire your family unless they have the expertise. What has made more black businesses fail in America? Because you
yeah,
hired your family.
Now, I do think that statement was wild because that's not
Yeah,
true.
yeah. He's
come on,
clearly
man.
not like a public speaker. Like so that part is wild. Like, what's the thing that's made most black businesses fail? It's probably a lack of funding.
Lack of
Um,
funding. Period.
right, lack of funding. But I think also a lack of love, which goes into kind of what he's talking about. But hiring unqualified family members is a problem, though.
Hiring
And
unqualified people, but you talking about like don't
yeah,
hire
but
your
see,
family
but
and
to
all this.
Kamari's
Hiring
point,
unqualified people is the shit that is the reason why we're in this fuck storm, and I understand it. But when man, listen, like I said, I'm short patience right now, man.
yo,
I
what's wrong with you today, bro?
Yeah, I was about to say you all right, man.
no, I just like I don't know, man. Like again, like I said, it's 2025, man. Like I generally try to ignore stupid shit, but like I don't know, man. I'm past the point of
So I thought that was that this is conversation worthy, which is why we're talking about it on the show. I thought that some part of it was kind of wild, but I don't think overall the premise was completely off when he added the context into it in terms of
it's,
not being qualified, right? Hiring people just because they're your family. And to Kamari's point of him coming from an athlete, we've seen that play out. It's a whole documentary on people hiring their family and this going broke from an athlete standpoint. So he's
I'm
probably seen that over and over and
listen.
over again.
I'm not disagreeing with his experiences. I'm disagreeing with what he said and how he said it in this clip.
Okay. All right. Well, let's.
Yeah, but I think even the clip, there's parts of it that's wild, but other parts aren't wild, right? The part about the number one reason, like that's what I call a POMA statistic.
All right, Jim. Tell him what POMA is.
Pulled out of my ass. Like that's something that's just a statistic that was just pulled out of nowhere. So it being number one, again. But here's the thing, though, right? To your point, Kamari, which is an excellent point. See, I'm giving you props. From his perspective as an athlete, that might be number one.
Yeah, I mean, because you saw all kind of wildness, right?
Dog. Listen. I still see it, even in like a collegiate level, a high school level, like families. It's like all look. I'm looking at what's going on with Kawhi Leonard right now, and that's based on his uncle was on some like mafia don type stuff. So I'm looking at that literally play out right now. So you know what I mean. That's not even an older thing. Kawhi is going through it as we speak. You know what I mean?
But my thing is, he didn't mess up his money. He
Who
already
did?
got the bag. The man already got. He already been paid $200 million.
No. But Kawhi is about to get thrown under the bus. Now he got his bread. It is what it is. But he about to bring a whole organization down, and I don't know the next time we'll see him play, based upon But again, it's all in how you do. It's not saying that those things don't happen, but I'm just talking about the standpoint of just putting family members in place in certain positions that they have no qualifications for, and they don't know what they're doing. Now, if you spend money to train them up, one of the things about what LeBron did, if you ever read the story, and I read Rich Paul's book, LeBron invested in their education, right? LeBron invested in terms of putting them in spaces where they can learn and then come out to work for LeBron Inc., but he invested in his people. He just didn't give them anything, which is why it's crazy. Like when people be like, "Oh, he's only there because of the," like, no, they put the work in. But LeBron also invested in their education. So I think that's a difference. I think that's why I said there's nuance and context to this conversation. If you're going to put money behind your folks to get the qualifications, to not necessarily qualifications, but experience and understanding, I think that's a different thing, man.
All right, let's finish this out.
Family member and they didn't have the expertise, or they thought they could show up instead of 9 o'clock, they showed up at 12 o'clock. I paid mine to stay away. Here you go. The check will be on the way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
See, that right there,
Make
like,
sure though.
Well, Corey, you think that's bad?
I
Yeah,
paid mine to stay away, and then he start the skinning and grinning shit. Like, come on, man. Like, see that right there, like that threw me off.
That's not
Yeah,
sharing the wealth.
Corey's just Corey in a whole different mood right now, dog. Like, because I'm watching that, I'm like, what's he talking about? He's like, I'm just kidding. He's entertaining right now. He's giving a public speech. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I
don't feel entertained by any part of the shit that he said. I'm just not entertained.
I mean, it is what it is. You disagree. So you would just hire family that's unqualified to run your business? He's talking about $1 billion business.
But what I'm saying is not what he's saying. Like, is again, like it just maybe just because he looking and sound goofy, but
he speaks like Magic. He's always smiling, grinning, and speaking. That's who Magic Johnson is.
All right, man. All right.
All right,
we're going to agree to disagree on this shit.
I don't even know what we're disagreeing on though.
Hold on, let's finish this out.
If you're gonna be in a family business, make sure you spell out roles. And once everybody know their role, make sure that they over deliver in that role. Please.
Do you agree with that, Corey?
100%. But he's being serious right there.
So you don't like when Magic smiles and jokes? That made him a billionaire.
That's
is
his
that smiling
trademark.
and jokes? That's literally his trademark.
But he was. See, we see. I don't know, man. I'm from a different place, man. I don't know. Man. That shit look weird to me.
All right. What up, Greg?
Yo, that's wild, yo.
Shit look weird. So,
all right, and said he said that because his son turned out the way he turned out.
And I don't think that had nothing to do with it.
Either. New Ramen, thank you for that.
What up, Ramen? I think he said that because that comes from trauma and family burning you.
He probably been burnt 400 times because he got $1 billion.
Yeah.
So he probably been burnt 400 times. But again, when you in public forums, you gotta watch what you say.
What up, Jigga?
How you be saying shit?
Magic be speaking magic bonics.
Listen, he has a brain. He's smiling. He's laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's part of what made him that money is the smiling and the giggling. That made Magic the bread. It's almost like Shaq. If Shaq wasn't walking around being a clown,
I'm not slandering Magic Johnson because, like I say, I know the work that he's done because too many people have said he's done the work. I've seen some of the projects that he's done in Los Angeles and other places around the country where he's had, tried to create spaces where Black people can, have opportunities. I'm not shitting on Magic on that. This specific clip is rubbing me the wrong way because he looked weird to me, and I don't know, something about that shit is throwing me off. Something about his energy is throwing me off, and when somebody's energy throw me off, it's kind of hard for me to. I don't know. Like I said, I should. It sounds crazy and harsh, but that's really how I treat
people. That must mean that you hate watching Shaq in public too, because Shaq does the same.
I do. I don't like Shaq in public at all. Shaq be goofy.
Yeah, Shaq is terrible.
I'm just saying, Shaq followed the blueprint. Well, also Magic is one of his mentors, right? Smile and be happy and get that chicken.
Yeah, I don't like.
Shaq has done more for people than like probably most. Like,
listen. Again, I'm not slandering Shaq because I understand what he does off the cameras. But again, you can't get me to watch Shaq do nothing. I don't like the way he presents in public.
Okay. So Jimmy, quick pivot, because you brought up something that I find interesting. Who the hell is Uncle Dennis? Right? Like, that's wild. So I'm just getting the article.
Oh, Uncle Dennis is a gangster, dog. I got nothing but respect and love for Uncle Dennis. I just
That's the
find
dude.
out.
Ain't that the food blogger boy?
No, Uncle Dennis is Kawhi's uncle,
Oh,
man.
oh,
Uncle
oh,
Dennis
oh,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
stone
Kawhi's Uncle
cold.
Dennis. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
And so
Kawhi Leonard.
Yo, my man
somehow,
was asking for everything, bro.
no, but somehow he got between this deal and with aspiration. It's like 56 million. That's kind of like unaccounted for, and the company went out of business. This is very intriguing. We got to do a show on this.
The
Oh,
company
you
wasn't
that's
on
that's
the
the
up and
tip of the
up.
iceberg, pause. Like that's nothing. When you go down that rabbit hole of Uncle Dennis, Uncle Dennis was trying to get to become a billionaire off of one contract. Uncle Dennis was trying to get equity in the Lakers, in the Clippers. He was trying to like backdoor it, pause, like, but Uncle Dennis is a stone cold gangster, man. Uncle Dennis was, laid the game down quite flat.
Wow. Wow. Good. There's always something going on. All right, Cloud. What's up, Cloud? Magic and Shaq has the same brand image.
There you go.
I disagree with that.
There you go. It's a lot of the same things.
It's a lot of the same, but I feel, and I know it's very thin, but I feel like Magic is very happy just naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq be shucking and jobbing intentionally. I think there's a difference, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Listen, man, I'm goofy black people in public. They irk me just as much as dumb black
But
people.
no, like Shaq publicly dissed Kaepernick, and that wasn't even called for. So
it's funny how you see never mind.
They're not the same, Jimmy.
I didn't say they were the same.
They're not the same.
I didn't say that. Listen, what I learned this week watching everything unfold with Damon Dash is that when people like someone, they're willing to like just look past nonsense, right? That's just what it is, man. That's why being a likable person is such a that's why being a likable person is such a
entertainment.
That's what I like. That's what I found out. It's all entertainment. It's all shucking and jiving. I wouldn't be surprised if Dame and Dame cooked that whole thing up. I would not be surprised.
Listen,
I mean,
whatever. Dame, he was irking my soul this week too with the crazy shit he was doing. I just like
Dame was definitely out of pocket.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Just out and out lying. Like,
what frustrates me the most about Dame is that he you could tell he's a smart man. He's done some things, but all he can talk about is drugs. And like he gauges blackness a lot of times based off of your drug transactions, which I think is wild, super wild. But that goes to the point where I've said before, part of the problem with black wealth and black community is many of us aspire to only be drug dealers or only have a drug dealer mentality.
these are facts. I mean,
was that the soundboard? Was that the soundboard?
Hey,
all right,
man,
you gotta work on the levels, man. Jimmy got a soundboard, y'all.
Yeah, I ain't messing with none of that shit. Y'all never see that over
there. Come on, Cora, never say never.
Never you worry.
Never say never.
Listen, I love y'all, but I don't care enough to do all of that shit they do.
Oh, come on, man. All right, A- says Corey doesn't like the passive aggressive behavior in the video. The snarky sarcasm is very much evident, even with the smile. Okay. What's up, kid? What up?
Yes, what's really good?
I got the Harden.
It's Harden for a minute. Yeah, he definitely looking like Harden.
I got the Harden going on. I'll look different next Friday, man. I get this joint chopped off.
Okay.
All right. So Jamil says, Corey, let me ask you this: if you drop 1 million and most of the people you know lapse, how many would show up to see their account or lawyers at 8:30 a.m. versus at the mall at 6 p.m. and at the club at 11 p.m.?
Same percentage as the rest of the world, probably 5-10%, because that's the only percentage that's going to do that. The vast majority of people don't have any financial literacy at all and wouldn't do any of that.
What up, Edvard?
So the
Edvard was
same, the
really
same,
good.
same percentage as the world percentage. Whatever the world percentage is, that's what it's probably gonna be in your family too.
All right, so
Edvard,
Edvard's coming to Philly from Sunday to Wednesday. He wants to know where to go. Now, Edvard, I know you watch us, but what kind of recommendations do you want? Do you want super hood or super touristy? We need to know,
Yeah,
brother.
you got
what are you looking to get into? Like, are you talking about for food,
or or, or
entertainment?
or 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 some other thing. I can direct you on the other things. I don't know about food though.
We probably can direct you in all of them, but we might not want to.
Are you talking about food, entertainment? And when I say entertainment, like,
I
what
mean, is
type of
Edvard going to get a
entertainment?
$40 date or not?
Let me know. No, mommy, shut up. With that being said, it's crazy. I'm actually flying out Sunday morning. You know what I mean? I'll be on the plane Sunday morning. So
Okay. Well,
I'll be a shout to everybody. Yo, I'll be in Orlando this week. So if anybody's in Orlando, holla at me.
Tell Storch to holler at me, man.
all right. Jamil says that's why nepotism don't work. I disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
Cats' priorities will cause them to lose both opportunities and bread. Now, I
don't believe
named
in
all
that
those.
statement either.
I named all those other names, which were family-owned businesses. Anybody know about Wawa? Wawa is a family-run business.
Man, let's talk about some black family-owned businesses. What about Whitney Houston and her family and Dionne Warwick and all of them? That's a family-run business. They always in the music business. Let's talk about, you know
Yeah,
what I
but they
mean?
don't work together at all.
Right.
They
That's a
did
bad.
work together. They helped each other get into the business.
No, they didn't. Not at all. Dion was kind of blackballed at the beginning. Like, if you watch the story, like, nah, they
And then
don't work
what? And then
together.
what?
They have no.
Whitney says about her brother is that he introduced her to the life.
Pretty much. So
Yeah.
there's no synergies there, and there is no working together for one common goal. Because what we're talking about is an actual family businesses where everybody there's an entity that everybody's working towards building. Right
Right.
now, it's not to say that we don't have any black businesses. We definitely have black businesses like that. But at the end of the day, gonna end, and you know, to me, it's really about people. It's not a black thing. It's really a people thing, man. Most people aren't disciplined. Most people aren't consistent. Most people, need to be motivated in different ways. But I think working together with a common goal is very important. You know what I'm saying? For families and for cultures, right? This goes to everything we talk about. When we talk about building entities and institutions together. Because what I will tell you is we're talking about family business, but to me, family just doesn't mean relative because there's a difference between being someone's relative and being their family. You dig what I'm saying? So to me, there are several family businesses that are successful, but sometimes that doesn't mean these people share the same blood. Now,
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a
Like,
fact.
hey, like Procter and Gamble. They was two dudes trying to date sisters and end up
yeah,
with a business that end up,
they was just
making them
trying to pop
become a
something.
thing.
Next thing you know, they got a gazillion-dollar company because they was chasing familial yams.
Lord,
Familiar,
Lord, Lord, Lord.
familial yams is that's tremendous. That gotta be the joint at the end of the night. The
That's
familial
crazy because
yams.
like those familiar yams put together a close to one day probably be $1 trillion company just because the two sisters was anyway.
I mean, but I'm gonna go back to Wawa. Right? Wawa is a family-owned business. A lot of people know about Wawa.
No,
Like
they don't.
a
A
lot of
lot of
people
people,
don't.
a lot of people up here know about Wawa. I be talking about Wawa sometimes. People are like, what the hell are you talking
Nah,
about?
but throughout the Eastern Seaboard, like it's very well known. Now, when you get out Midwest and West, no. But it's so much so people starting to rap about Wawa, which I think is wild, but that's a whole other conversation. But again, that's a family-owned business that spans up and down the Eastern Seaboard.
Chick-fil-A is a family-owned business.
That too.
The Dallas Cowboys are a family-owned business. What
That
else?
too. That too.
Like,
I
there's
mean,
a lot
listen,
of family-owned business. Most of these businesses are family-owned. They just your family is paying into their business.
Well, there was a point I was going to make, though, right? I know for a fact that each person has their own role. They train them up into it. They don't force anybody to get into the business. I mean, so there's a lot of power in that. And then, they get the benefit from the money but it's not just one generation, it's multiple generations. So I think, the first comment Magic had was definitely greasy, but I also think there was some jewels there, right? So it was the best of both worlds. It was a little sour, then it got sweet towards the end, because everybody should have.
You talking
Everybody,
about Magic's comment, or you talking about a date you had recently? Like, what's
stop
going
it,
on,
stop
bro?
it. Can I finish, man?
I'm
Stop
sorry.
the
I'm sorry.
shenanigans.
I apologize.
Like his point about the roles, that's major. Everybody should have a role, and they should own their role, and they should bring value to the team. And if you're not willing to do that, why are you there? Why are you there?
Everybody got a part to play. Back to yours. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I said that you have to listen to the entire comment to really really break it down with what he's saying. But I just think that some of it was kind of wild. But that's also why we're talking about it, right? So it is what it is. But I do think that it really comes down into investing into your people. We have to do a better job of investing into our people, and that's my perspective.
I agree. We need more grace. Need more grace, more love. All right, Jacob says that's why I read that already. All right. A. Moore says Shaq is more direct than Magic. Magic will say names and not
So
always
Magic
generalize.
is more of an ambassador than Shaq. So I get
Right.
why
He's
not.
also older. He's also older.
Yeah, he a whole generation in front of Shaq. So
Right.
I mean, he's more of an ambassador than Shaq is. I mean, Magic Johnson's 60-something years old, then they're 70 years old. You know what I mean? Like,
And also, Shaq sits squarely into entertainment now with his commentary, and his sports televising. Magic does that, but not as much as Shaq does. Not as much as Shaq does.
Just want to add that the Piccadilly is also a family-owned business.
All right, let everybody know what the Piccadilly is for people who are not from Philly. Jimmy,
It's a social club here in North Philadelphia. Is the Piccadilly? It's a social club.
is this a social club so anybody can go?
yeah, literally.
Social club.
Well,
What's wrong with
yeah, it's a
social
21
club.
and over social club.
21 and over social club. I've
It's
never heard that
It's
description
an adult
before.
social club, beloved.
So they just drink there. They have food there. They have any other kind of entertainment?
It's an adult. So what goes on the Piccadilly stays in the Piccadilly. What you trying to do, man?
Yeah, I see people there with gunshot wounds at the Piccadilly, but I digress. I digress. Because Jim over there feeding y'all a lot of bullshit. It's a social club.
It's a social club. What you want me to say?
Okay, I guess every bar is a social club.
It is. What you want me to do? I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
As a former bar owner, I resemble that remark.
You resemble it or you resent it?
I don't resent it at all. I resemble that remark.
Lord.
The best spot for water, ice, and cheese sticks.
All right, don't forget to mention AFR ETF, the African ETF.
Oh yeah. Me and Yance was talking about that in our we was inboxing each other about that this week. And I was telling him I was doing research on investing in the motherland. And
Man, talk to your boy. Talk to your boy.
I said something to you about it too, but you don't check my messages. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see that.
I did. It's in our group chat. Me,
It
you,
definitely is.
Courtney.
I looked at it. I didn't respond to it, but
That's recent.
Yes, it is.
It is.
The same morning I was talking to Yance about it, I was talking to you about it. I was because I was doing research.
Group chat.
It's funny, right? Because I've gotten several opportunities from different people to invest in land in Africa, whether that is in Morocco, South Africa, as well as Ghana and Nairobi and
Ivory Coast.
I've been hesitant to do so because I've mentioned this in the past. I didn't like being an out-of-state investor even here in the country because unless I have like boots on the ground of someone I can trust. Here, getting back to a family, but this is actually tied into this about a family business. Having someone you can actually trust. I've had terrible experiences investing in real estate that way. So then the thought of doing it in a different continent and country really had me just taking a step back. But I always have been trying to figure out how do I invest in the motherland, because I do think 20, 30 years span, so much capital will flow there.
Most of
It'll
you won't like
prosper.
this one.
It's the future, right? I look at it as being the future. So I've been trying to think about that, and I've done research on ETFs and funds, and I came across the AFK. So I mean, I made a nice size investment. So I am in equity on it. And by the way, this is not investment
And
advice. I'm not
AFK?
telling you. Yes, I did. I'm not in giving you investment advice. I'm not telling you to buy anything. This is not an endorsement. Um, but and it's VanEck Africa Index, and it's an ETF based upon companies operating in Africa. So it's not AFR, it's AFK.
Yes.
Yeah, AFK is the ETF ticker symbol. So the expense ratio is like 0.88. So I did a little bit of research, and I figured out I was comfortable with it. I was looked up the companies that are made up of the ETF. So I did my due diligence. I'm not telling anybody else to do anything. Please do your own research. I am not your fiduciary. I'm not telling you to do anything. But that was a way for me to get exposure, because I feel like I need myself and my family, speaking of a family business, need that kind of exposure. You know what I'm saying? Or should I say my family office? My family office needs exposure to AFK. So that's what Yance is talking about. So y'all go look it up, do your own due diligence. Year to
Yes.
date, by the way, if you look at the year to date on AFK, because the AFK has been cooking, by the way.
About time.
You said what?
About time.
Why you say about time?
Oh man, AFK almost got me fired.
Oh, you got in trouble on that.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's that same fund you was talking about years ago when you said you
yeah,
was trying to.
I wrote about it years ago. Actually, it was actually a great opportunity because I got a chance to meet a lot of the people at Van Eck and some other folks as well. But I thought the expense ratio was a little high, and it kind of lagged for a lot of times because African investments are weird because a lot of it's centered around banks, and only a couple of the countries, Egypt, South Africa, Ghana.
So
I think there's some in Nigeria now.
It's crazy. I remember you telling me that whole story, but I had no idea it was the same ETF.
Yeah.
So so year to date, it's up 54% year to date.
Nice.
Over the last 5 years, it's up about 32.44%. So I'm just saying, like, so for me, I didn't even realize this was the same one. So for me, I'm just, young DCA is what they call me, young DCA. So you know what I mean? I took a nice sizable position to start with, and now I'll just,
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with Africa. I at this point, I'm thinking about exiting the country. And maybe I would think about investing directly there somewhere, but I got to figure out where there's going to be.
Yeah. So for me, my biggest holding, and I always tell people this, outside of my savings is Bitcoin. My biggest holding from an equity standpoint would be the S&P 500. And so listen, I got that, I got this. I'm good, man. Now I just want to DCA and mind my business. But I had no idea this was the same fund, bro. That's crazy. I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah. A long time ago, my previous life. A long time ago. But since you brought that up, I was actually watching something because someone reached out to me earlier today and they want to talk to me about African investments. And then I found this clip. So I want to show this to y'all real quick.
You won't like this one, but we as diaspora are all celebrating Africa's rise, right? But can I ask you something? Have you ever actually thought about how we're positioning ourselves to benefit from it? Because I'm seeing a lot of flag.
What is that?
Can you hear it, Corey?
I can.
You can't hear it, Jimmy? Jimmy? Can you hear it? Can everybody in the audience hear it?
I can definitely hear it.
Do me a favor, drop a comment in the chat and say yes if you can hear it.
Emojis and bios, a lot of that's my continent energy, but not a lot of actual investment. And that's a problem. Look, Nigerian real estate has grown 15% annually for 5 years. Lagos property that cost 50k in 2020 is 80k today. The Naira is actually strengthening against the pound right now. Meanwhile, your UK salary is buying less every month. So while we're here celebrating, which we should, Smart money is already positioned. Chinese investors bought in early. European funds are there. American billionaires saw this coming. But us, we're still posting Africa to the world while watching from the sidelines. And here's the uncomfortable bit. Every month you wait, you need more pounds to buy the same opportunity. It's like watching your friends get rich while you're stuck clapping from the outside. You can't celebrate wealth you don't participate in. Africa's ETFs cost £25 a month. Ghana's got digital nomad zones where property's still available. Partner with startups, build connections, send money back strategically. The windows close in, not because Africa doesn't want us, but because we're pricing ourselves out by waiting. And what do you think the implications are going to be when the West gets angry that Africa's taking back control, starts looking for people to blame, and we're stuck in their countries using their devaluing currencies? How many of you have been thinking about investing in Africa? How many of you have already watched the price hikes over the last few years and realized that you've been priced out? And how many of you actually did manage to invest? Talk to me in the comments.
So
So
that's
it's
the
funny
sister I
that
follow.
video was what started the conversation with me and Yance. And
Oh,
that's
really?
also
Wow. Wow.
that's the video that I dropped in when I was telling you about my decision. So you just ignored the whole thing. But it's
No,
cool.
because somebody else sent that to me today. So no, I
Yeah, but I
didn't
sent
see
it to
it.
you a couple days ago, so you would have already had seen it had you been paying attention to the group chat. But it's cool.
Well, if you stop trying to slander me all the time, I might not have so much trauma and run from the group chat. Listen, y'all, Jimmy bullies me every day, all day. What's
Yo,
happening
yo,
here? No, no, yo, you do.
yo, you are wilding, bro.
Had you not bullied me so much, maybe I would be so open to
You know
getting the
what?
group chat.
Victim, man. You know what did Kareem Biggs Burke say today? He said something I was like, he talking about, come on, let me tell you what Biggs Burke said
Oh,
today.
here we go. Here we go. While
What, you
he's
don't mess
looking
with
for
Biggs
that,
Burke?
what?
Biggs Burke,
No, go ahead, go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you what Biggs Burke said today.
You got a clip? You got a clip?
No, he wrote it out. He said if they
Uh,
always play the victim, they've rehearsed the role.
I'm not playing the victim, and I ain't rehearsed
So,
shit.
you
This is
know,
real live stuff. People can
you
see it.
know,
It's documented.
and JT the bigger figure. Dame's broke ain't the average man's broke, but his emotional insecurity and mental delusions are right now there with the underbelly.
Yeah, yeah. But I also feel Dame's playing character, and he's trying to keep himself relevant, which
I
is
guess the
part
only
of the
thing about it that
delusion.
I'm wondering is what does he have to sell right now? Usually he comes out and he does all this nonsense for
And
attention
then
when he
he
got something to say.
I
then he
bet
rolls something
something's
up.
coming. Everything's a
Pause.
rollout. Somebody said that. Come on, man. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Where's that?
Come on, man. Hey yo, come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's keep it
Yeah,
Jim's
moving.
soundboard's malfunctioning because
I didn't
he's
malfunction.
got
I
a
hit the app.
sound already preloaded just for me.
There you go. Anyway, man. So the thing is, the Dame situation. Where do you want to start with that?
But hold on, let's get to these comments. Let's come right back to Dane. All right, Yan says Wawa Sheets and Rudders. I never heard of Rudders before, or is it Rooters? But I'm guessing those are all black-owned, family-owned businesses. Dina says, I'm all for nepotism for real. You still need to make sure your relative is ready for business. I
Yep.
agree. I agree. I agree. Diabolical. What's up, Jarrell? What up, what up, what
Well,
up?
what's really, really good.
All right, look where Russell is at and Run is at. Facts. Master P versus C. That was where he was at because of Sam and their ethnic culture. Don't like, I'm guessing that's Brian, but he may be
LeBron,
the
yeah.
greatest. Yeah, the greatest outlier amongst us. Okay. Familiar yams. Yeah, Jim was cooking on that
No,
one.
that's a true story, y'all. Go look up the start of Procter and Gamble. It's one of the most interesting stories you ever read.
Now, didn't Procter and Gamble come out of Philly? Weren't they like out of a pharmacy or something like that?
Nah,
I
I think it
don't
was
think they were out
country
of
boy.
Philly. I think they're out of New York, I believe, right?
I
Hold
don't
on,
know.
let me tell
Okay.
you. But it was two dudes. They didn't know each other. They was dating sisters. They
They was dating
was trying to get
sisters.
to them sisterly
Yeah.
games, and they got cool because they both was like courting two chicks that were sisters.
Yep. Whole business start for trying to slay familial yams.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
wild. Y'all wilding.
So Edvar said that's a true story. We're not making that up. Go look it up. So Edvar says, I'm going with my girl, so we're looking for food spots and fun activities. Okay, so that kind of that changes the direction.
So I would say go to the Reading Terminal.
Yes, Reading
Nah.
Terminal.
For the best cheesesteak?
No,
just
not for the
in
best
general.
No.
cheesesteak. Just for the
Well, I mean,
experience.
well, best food in the city. I wouldn't disagree with that. Reading Terminal got so much variety that you can get whatever you want.
Right. Plus, you get to see it. You get to see a little bit of Philly. It's not Philly, but you get a taste. You get a taste.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay $37.50 an hour for parking. Like the parking down there is mad. Like,
well, that's if you're driving. Just get an Uber and go down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it says there's a Piccadilly restaurant in VA Beach. Is it 5-star Gans or is it 1-star? Because they talking about a 1-star spot.
So, where else would you go? We have a ton of amazing museums.
Yep. African American Museum.
Right in that area too.
Yeah, African American Museum.
That's right down the street.
We got the Art Museum.
Yep.
The
Franklin Institute.
Yeah, the Franklin Institute. You got the Night on Broadway Museum.
Night on Broadway Museum. What easy, young. Easy.
That's another 1-star spot.
That's another 1-star establishment.
That, by the way, Edvar, I would not have you go there with your lady.
No, don't go there with your lady. Now, if you're looking for the best cheesesteak, now you got to really start the debate up in this piece.
I'm not doing that tonight, man.
I'm not gonna get into that either because
As a matter of fact, I got some cheesesteak waiting on me right now.
Really? From where?
Lee's.
Lee's
is definitely one of the top tier ones in the city.
Lee's is The other is all right. Lee's is cool. It's cool.
Okay. I mean, everybody got their own kind of favorite spots. Like,
listen, we can get a good cheesesteak on every corner in Philly.
I got a Ducky Boy spot folks ain't down with. Right? You know what I'm saying? Little Barry's, man. Barry's is fire.
Where's that at?
It's in Roxborough.
I've been to Barry's.
What Roxborough?
It's on Ridge Avenue. It's on Ridge. It's right on Ridge Avenue. It's a Ducky Boy spot.
Near Delisandro's
It's not near Delisandro's and Chubby's. It's further down.
So
going north or going to
so going towards Andorra. Here's the thing, right? It's actually a pretty interesting story. The founder of Barry's was a former cook in Delisandro's.
Oh wow!
He kind of like took a little bit of their sauce, added his own sauce, but it's super fire.
Okay. Because I like the spot across the street from Delisandro's too.
Chubby's, pause.
Yeah, I like Chubby's. I'm not saying pause for that. I didn't hear you.
I said Delisandro's and Chubby's is right across the street from each other.
Oh,
Chubby's gets like the runover when Delisandro's be too crowded. Phil's like, I'm just gonna go across the street. So they kind of like they make bread just by being there.
Yeah, but their spot is just as good in my opinion.
I think they're good. It's levels. It's probably 1A, 1B. But
you can get a drink in there.
Yeah, but Delisandro's at this point has become a tourist trap. Like
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I hate when one of my favorite spots get well known and then they start changing up the sauce that made him one of my favorite spots. Like it drives me like Ishkabibbles. Ishkabibbles used to be my favorite cheesesteak spot, especially when I was, I would get inebriated in the downtown area. I would always go to Ishkabibbles to get my steaks.
Listen, they still got the best chicken cheesesteak in my opinion in the city.
Yeah. Anyway, man.
Also, we're the best spots for water ice and cheesesteaks. Yeah.
All right, so water ice.
I just stick to Rita's. Man. Just stick to Rita's. But there's a spot.
No. Go on 33rd. Go to 33rd and Cecil B. Moore.
Yeah, they're all right.
They cool.
Yeah.
They dope. They got the good cheese pretzel. But what I'm gonna say is, I'm a kid from Germantown, man. So I'm gonna say Transillies.
I just said that.
I know you did, but you don't say it right. You gotta put some bass in your voice when you say Transillies, man.
I got nothing but bass, brother.
And Transillies, Manzillies, blah blah blah.
Transillies is the top of the food chain, and Transillies also got an amazing cheese pretzel. You know what I'm saying, with the straight American cheese joint. So
blah blah blah.
Hey,
Shout out
Jamil,
to the
this
RZA,
is
the
a good
Divine,
point.
D, Siobhan, Y, and
Yep,
Squiz.
yep. Wu-Tang, Rough Riders. Good
Rough
point.
Riders.
Good point. Good
Family
point.
businesses.
Irv and Chris, another good point. Another good
Family
point.
business. Man, all those black side
Even
of
though
sports and entertainment.
I don't know how much Chris. I know Chris was there, but it seems like it was more Irv and Ja. But
There you go. I don't hate on Chris.
I'm not. I'm not.
I hate the fact that all those businesses are like music businesses. Like,
Well, it is what it is. What up, Thunder? All right, Thunder has a question. Can you read it for
if
me, Jim?
you and your wife were newlyweds and had a kid on the way, what would you do to put yourself in the best financial position this generation and future generations?
That's a
So,
personal finance is personal.
so it all depends. What do you have in place now? Make sure
That's
that you
easy.
make sure you have insurance, right? Because that's the first and foremost to
Yeah,
me.
right.
Because God forbid something happened to you with a newly, you got a baby on the way and mad bills to pay. If something happened to you, you want to make sure that you can take care of those, those
Yo,
financial responsibilities.
Jim
So with
can't
that
help
being said,
himself, yo. He
with
can't
that
help
being
himself.
said, you got to make sure you got insurance. Make sure you got savings. I think the thing about it is the game is the
Yeah.
game.
So
It's the
so
same thing.
basically this. Do you have insurance and savings first? Right? Like let's just start with the fundamentals. Do you have enough money to pay your bills, keep your insurances up, and save some money?
So I
Yes.
love both of those responses, but I got one that's even better. I'm going to assume this is a younger person. I'm going to say invest in having skills, because if you ain't got no skills, you're going to be trapped
On
in
the
one-way jobs and low-income jobs. So you
yeah.
said for this generation,
And
and
the next,
yes, yeah, well, yeah,
invest in skills.
I mean, there's no wrong answer here, but I think overall, what I'm thinking about as we have this conversation is the same game I'm gonna give to somebody younger, so the same game I'm gonna give to someone old. Like the game is the game, right? And
yep,
the game is, getting out the way, stacking your paper. You know what I mean? Making sure that you have the necessary insurance to take care of your family if something happens to you. Work on your skills. So all these things are the same. It's just a matter of just being responsible and being disciplined and consistent. Discipline and consistency. I wish we could bottle that up and give it to our folks because that's what it all really boils down to.
yes, indeed. Still rocks. What up?
You
Still rocks was really good.
What up,
Ant, what's
Anthony?
up? Ant got the new
and
new photo. Ant showing
Yeah, I
off.
know. Looking
He
professional and
got
everything.
he out here fishing on his YouTube now. Jigga says, Jamil says, are you familiar with JT, the Bigger Figures experience in Africa? I'm not. I am familiar with who JT, the Bigger Figure is. I don't want to say a fan, but I know who he is and, follow some of his stuff like for years at this point. He's an OG. But I don't know what happened to him in Africa. I'm not familiar with that. I'm the only one who's going to say it. Okay, I'll be that guy. That was the smoothest and sweetest British accent I've ever heard.
Yes, it
Man,
was.
listen, bruv. Listen here, bruv.
Yeah, gotta get your peas. Gotta get
Answer,
your
you
peas.
gotta get your peas, bruv. I believe Big's comments are aimed at Dame Dash. I mean, I do too. They was, you know. I mean, I do too, but yeah. Jimmy Camaro. Jimmy Camaro sound like Damon Cam with the slander talk. No, man. Kamari is my OG, man. I should messing with you.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's my old head. All right, can you answer? Oh, we did answer this question, the first one,
Yeah.
which was about, yeah, we did that. You can park across the street from the Redden Terminal at the Hilton and get your ticket validated for $7 from one of the stores in the Redden Terminal. I was going to say that because both actual
Chico.
parking lots is, you can get. I definitely was going to say that, but
I didn't know that.
yeah,
absolutely. Both of those little parking lots is one on one diagonal and one across the street. All right, so Ant says if they not busting down a ribeye, then I don't want it. Plus, no the cheese sauce. Yeah, we don't do cheese whiz.
yeah. They got cheese whiz on it. That's a no go.
And y'all running Cooper Sharp in the hole too, though. I just want to put that out there, but we talk about that another day. I ain't know y'all put ketchup on your cheesesteaks. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
SBK.
SBK.
SPK, dog. Fried onions, SPK. What's the hype about Cooper Sharp cheese? All right, so Cooper Sharp, I think they're running that into the hole. So the cheesesteak right now is having a resurgence in our city, and I say that because I'm looking at these prices, and now we got cheesesteak beef, no pun intended. Pause.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I had some of these ribeye cheesesteaks and some of these Kobe cheesesteaks, they a little bit different, bro.
No, the ribeyes go crazy. Super. In fact, I only want ribeyes at this point for my cheesesteaks, bro. Um, I'm only doing ribeye for the cheesesteaks, man. Yeah, I mean,
And so
shout,
no, I haven't been to Skinny Joey spot.
shout to Del Rossi too, man. You know
I
what I'm
heard
saying?
I heard it's pretty good though.
So I've been to Bean Spot. I have not been to Skinny Joey's.
Where's Bean Spot at?
It's
I
in
need to go check that.
Passion. It's in a like a parking lot, John.
Okay. We need to take a trip down there.
But it's not open every day. I think it's open like Thursday to Sunday or something like that. It's not open every day.
Okay. Irv Gotti brother has a construction business. It was a part of the family business. Okay. I stand
Shout to
corrected.
Chris. Shout to Chris.
Fact skills is game. Yep.
All the stuff.
You will never be destitute, correct. But you also got to pick the right skill too, right? You know, some skills have more value than others. I think a nurse, and I'm not saying nurse, but nurses will always be valuable. You know, you can go anywhere and get a job.
I know some folks with some skills that'll make sure they always got some money, but you know, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, they got some real super skills. They will never go broke. Rent will always be paid. But I digress. And says also,
Jim Wallet, bro. I told you, he don't got no brake pedal. No brake pedal.
I'm talking about mechanics and whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? You know,
really?
Brake pedal.
I thought you were talking about the Piccadilly and I don't
No, man. Yeah, mechanics, man. Mouth mechanics. Yeah. All right. So Ant says also try to make an additional $18,000 a year. The average cost to only take care of each child.
I don't know what that number is. 18,000. I might spend that in 3 months, bro. Come out a year. What the hell are you talking about?
Hey. I don't know what the data says. I go to this next comment, man, because Dina's out here. She this is what I call this
we was family. What's that?
Dina, that is rage bait. I'm not responding to that because that is rage bait. Now, what I will say is this: Chicago is in my top 3 food cities across the nation. I'm not gonna lie.
Chicago is a great food
I think
city.
Philly food scene is underrated. Philly is my top 3 is probably Philly, New Orleans, and Chicago.
The best thing I've ever had in my life was in Chicago.
I will say this. I will say this about New Orleans. It's, for me, not a top 3 city because a lot of that stuff I don't eat. Like, I'm not into the crawfish and all that kind of stuff. So it's not because of my personal taste as far as like what you call that, like seafood and all that. And I'm gonna pass on that being not because the food isn't good.
Your palate. You got a different palate. I eat seafood. And if somebody that eats seafood, man, listen. Man. Yo, matter of fact, me and Kamari was in New Orleans going crazy. Crazy with the beignets, baby. Got the nice beignets, baby.
If you are a carnivore and you like, you know what I mean, like
listen, not even
ribs and all that stuff, I'll tell you this. Houston, they don't do a lot of stuff better than Philly, but the brisket and the ribs and all that kind of stuff.
I've been to Houston. But let me tell you, what was that joint we went to, Kamari, the legendary restaurant?
We went to a couple joints.
The one joint was legendary. It was a black
Chase.
Dookie Chase, dog.
Yep. Shout out to Dookie Chase.
Oh,
God bless Dookie Chase, doggy. God bless Dookie Chase.
No, they get busy.
So shout to New Orleans. Chicago is fire too, dog. I'm not gonna hold you.
So the thing about Chicago, I've only been twice, and both times I ran into the crazy things of fate. So I was there during the time the Sixers was in the finals in 2001, and it was the hottest week in Chicago history. And I was there, and my girlfriend fell out, and we were supposed to be there for 6 days. We was there on a work trip, and my girlfriend fell out, and we spent 4 of those 6 days in the hospital.
Dang.
She fell out. It was 108 degrees the first 2 days. It was 109 and then 108 on the first 2 days we was there.
Y'all have air conditioning at the hotel? Corey,
we was working. So we had a we was in like the domestic Peace Corps joint. So we was there on like a work trip joint. And
okay.
we was actually building gardens in Chicago.
Oh wow.
So we was building, we was at she fell out at what's that, Chicago State, the joint that's right downtown in downtown Chicago. She fell out on the campus because we was actually, doing some like beautification projects in downtown Chicago.
Wow.
And she fell out and from heat stroke, and we end up in the hospital having to wait for her mom to catch a flight to come get her and then recover enough to get back. You know what I mean? And then the second time I went, I damn near got my damn head blown off my body. Pause. Almost got shot fucking around because I didn't know where I was at.
Damn, blood.
Yeah, man. Listen, listen. Let me tell you, the other place that almost that shit almost happened to me in San Jose too. I was wearing a Phillies cap in San Jose, and they didn't know they had gangbangers in San Jose.
Wow.
I almost got clapped in San Jose.
All right, Edvard said hit the like button, right? Hit the like button, y'all. Do us a favor, like, comment, share. And also, don't forget, we got a Bitcoin giveaway coming up soon.
Yes.
So share this out
Yes.
with somebody who might
do.
want to win some sats.
Yes, we do. There's a couple comments I want, but yeah, shout to Chicago and their food.
All right, Amor, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Shout out to Amor.
Appreciate you. I know you dropped a bag on us last week. Definitely appreciate you.
Salute.
All right, Ann says tech/AI is the last frontier where no degree is needed, and you can earn up to $1 million in salary. Yep, possible. What's that?
Shout to me, I just did an AI class this week.
It's SPK, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Salt, pepper, ketchup is one word up here, doggy.
It's one word.
Yep.
SPK.
Everybody in Philly know that. If you don't know that, you're not from Philly.
Yeah, SPK, dog. Salt, pepper, ketchup.
You can keep that mumbo sauce and all that other shit. SPK.
Now, I ain't gonna hold you though. That mambo sauce is the truth.
Depends on where you get it from. I don't like the Chicago version. I do like the
DC. I only had it from DC.
I like the DC version better than the Chicago version.
Okay.
But I like Chicago food better than I like DC food.
All right, so Ann said he got into tech 3 years ago that changed his life forever. Salutes to you, brother.
Salute to you.
Listen, man. I shout out to me too. I did a class this week. 160 plus folks showed up for this continuing ed class. You know what I'm saying? Your boy bodied it. So I'm just giving myself a shout out. What about Detroit? What up, though?
So first of all, what up, DC? Welcome.
I know. I'm just being smart.
I've never been to Detroit.
I have. I got family up there. Man, the pizza's fire. The food is fire. Better than Philly pizza?
Yeah.
So it depends, right? Because Philly has
Philly is weird. Some of the pizza is absolute garbage.
Yeah, we not really a pizza city, dog. I've been to a lot of places that got better pizza.
Some of the pizza is okay, and then some of it is absolute ass. Like cardboard and cheese. Like some of it is absolute lunchroom worthy pizza.
Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Now I agree. Coming to that. All right, Chris was always there. Okay. All right. HTX. What is HTX?
Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay. That's another spot I got to get to. Cafe Beignet is better than Cafe Du Monde. I agree. I like the beignets at Cafe Beignet way better than Du Monde. But Du Monde was cool, though. We had some fun over there. I got a 3-meat plate right now. Pause.
he getting that barbecue plate.
Okay. Can you run the information on the first Saturday camp? It's October 4th.
BTHcamp.com. That's BTHcamp.com.
BTHcamp.com. You.
All right, if you like
seafood with flavor, New Orleans for sure. Ain't no old season over there. Listen, man, New Orleans, bro. I got nothing bad to say about the food in New Orleans. I just think my stars that I was not born there, because I probably would have died already from food. Like, just like I'd have ate myself into an early grave. Cause dog, yo, I had some clams, man. Listen,
Yeah,
shout to
see,
shout to New
I'm not.
Orleans, though.
See, New Orleans is really not that great for me because I don't eat seafood.
Yeah,
So
it's the same thing for me. But I love the history and the culture of New Orleans.
yeah, like the
So,
food was good. Like the food I did have was really good. It just wasn't, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't what everybody else was eating because I'm not really a seafood fan. So
all right, so Jim, help me out with this comment. Are we talking about Games One Blood with Lil Wayne remix?
You said what? Have you listened to the One Blood remix? I missed my exit twice. That damn song would not stop. That's the longest song in the history of music.
Is that the one we talking? The game of Lil
that
Wayne?
Yeah.
9 minute song, 9 minutes of them just saying the hook. It's like one verse of rap and then 9 minutes of them saying the hook.
Do they still have the MJ restaurant in the shop? I don't know. Great question. All right, Dina says yes, MJ restaurant is still open. Never been though. All right. I even heard about that mambo sauce. MJ Steakhouse is still open. I didn't know MJ had a steakhouse, but that makes sense. All right, Anthony says the Memphis food scene is elite.
I've heard that multiple times also.
Also does not specialize in dry rub barbecue. Some of us do a combo of marinade and dry rub afterwards.
I gotta
Then
get to Memphis. I've been to Tennessee like 30 times, but I've never been to Memphis.
Then we have to finish with the sauce. I'm sick of tourists. Okay, my bad. All right, Detroit had the best lamb chops I ever had. Shout out to Greektown. All right. Thank you, Yance. Jimmy and Corey, the Philly pizza slander is insane. I agree.
Yo, man, listen.
So, Jans, what's your favorite Philly pizza spot? Tell me that.
Yeah, it's a lot of this shit tastes like asthma.
All right, what's your favorite pizza spot?
Me?
Yeah.
I like City View.
Yeah.
I like the King's Pizza. I like
I only eat from the I had the when we at our camp what's the blackboard that on the spot he sent us
Little Trent's.
Little Trent's. That is the only pizza that I really enjoy in the city. The rest of it, nah. I actually enjoyed eating that. I'm really not supposed to be eating pizza because too much cheese do me dirty. But cheese ain't really good for nobody.
Funny thing is, I don't even think Little Trent's pizza is like that. City View is super fire, but
yeah, I'm not really. I eat pizza only when it's like, when they buy 40 of them. Gotcha. Yeah, like when they buy 40 of them and ain't nothing else to eat.
All right, Jigga says you got to pull up in Detroit, originators of the corned beef egg rolls. I don't even think I knew about that. 2-pound corned beef on egg rolls, turkey chops, turkey bites, chili cheese fries, Coney dogs. Well, isn't Coney dogs from Coney Island in New York? Detroit style pizza, shawarmas. Okay.
Yo, so I'm gonna tell you like this: if you want a lot of ethnic food, Philly might be the best place in the world to get ethnic food, and I'm talking about all kinds of ethnic food. Like that, I'm spoiled because I live in a city where literally, if I can think of a ethnicity, I can get that kind of food.
All right, Jabel says mambo sauce originated in Buffalo, not DC.
It did. It did, because buffalo sauce, mambo sauce, all of it came from, what originated.
All right, Jarrell says
it was stolen from them.
I heard the New Orleans po' boys are mad good. So I can't eat a po' boy, so I didn't have one. I'm like Corey, I can't eat a lot of the seafoods.
I mean, I can eat all of it. I'm not even allergic to seafood, but my mom and my brother was allergic to seafood coming up, and so I just didn't eat most of it.
Yance is not liking that City View response. Jimmy over there running parlays, y'all. So
I'm not actually running parlays. I'm actually arguing with a client. That's all. But I'm listening to everything. I haven't missed one thing.
Get that bread, man. Get that bread. All right, you got to go to the Shake 'em Up bar for the $2 lollipop, lamb chops, and the D. Okay.
I don't like that name, man. The D.
Man, that's the name of the city. That's what they call it.
Easy. I know,
Y'all
bro.
doing too much, man.
I didn't say
Doing too
nothing,
much.
bro.
I know what you're thinking, man. I know what you're thinking. Memphis has the best Waffle House, hands down. But you better have the hammer on you. Yo,
Yeah,
I
you
just saw another Waffle House fight. I was like, damn, they still fighting in the Waffle House.
You gotta have that click clack paddywhack.
All right, Della Rosa's, Angelo's, and Stella's. I never even heard of Stella's before. So that's your list. Katz has been talking about old brothers to me. I like Mama's personally as my favorite cheesesteak spot. Yo, what corned beef egg rolls? Oh yeah, big back time. All right, what's your thoughts on Jensen Hung's saying AI is the path to more millionaires this generation?
It is.
I think Tone Talk said the same thing.
Yo, Jigga is so derogatory, and I love it. He is derogatory, man. Jarrell, yo, he be nicknaming people in this joint, and it be out of control
all the time. I agree if used properly. So, I think a lot of people are going to use it. It's speeding up things. I don't do emails anymore. So, yeah, it can definitely save a lot of time. See, Jarrell caught it.
This is better than murder meeting. Yeah.
I think corned beef and Reubens are the same. You know what's funny?
No.
I be thinking the same thing.
He said, if you think they're the same, you don't know nothing about it.
I don't. I think they're the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, I got you, Anthony. All right, y'all. I gotta get some vittles, but we gotta do this Bitcoin giveaway.
What will be
the hashtag?
Familial yams.
That's long as hell, man. That's long as hell. We need some help, y'all. What's the hashtag for the day?
Hashtag.
I mean, it could just be yams, but that's super spicy. What do y'all think?
Said it's super spicy, huh?
Familiar, yeah. Plus, are people going to be able to spell that correctly?
I can't spell it correctly, so forget about people. All right, there we go. Boom, nepotism. Yo, ain't more be cooking. Thank you, ma'am. Because I got a cheesesteak waiting on me. I might have to throw it in the air fryer because it's cold by now. Hashtag nepotism. Let me not mess up the spelling. All right, it is loaded. All right, so hashtag nepotism is the hashtag of the day. If you want to win some sats, Jigga, can we get a sat count? Can you help us out, please, like you always do? What is it, like 25,000? I think that's what it was last week.
Nepotism.
And dog is right about the Waffle House. Fire and Gladiator School. Oh, Dane talks. Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to get into it. I would like to play some clips, but I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, listen, man. Dame started going personal, talking about Bo's mom. That's like, that's wild. And,
Wait a minute. Whose mom did he talk about?
Cam's.
Oh, I missed that. That's super corny.
Yeah, he went super corny. He said
you
that
can't tell me that's hard.
And also, like, and it's funny, though, because...
And wait a minute. Didn't Cam's mom die?
Yes.
Oh, that's super corny.
And his excuse is he brought my son into it. And the thing is, that's the whole thing is wild because I mean, if we being honest, man, this is a whole other conversation we could do a whole show about. A lot of times we excuse things because of success or money. So we tend to excuse a lot of behavior, but a lot of our behavior is coonery and buffoonery just to begin with, right? But we excuse it because of the success. But then what happens is when the success is no longer there and people have the same behavior, now we start to like call things off for what they are. Um, and I say that to say this. Going personal like that was kind of wild. And then he put up the thing like he's suing Cam for slander for 300 million. But clearly the lawsuit that he posted is done by Chat GPT, so he's going out all kinds of weird.
He's bored. He needs some attention. He needs a hug. Because how he started the Breakfast Club interview, I thought was wild. My therapist says I get triggered. I was like, what? It's like, wow. So, Jim, to your point, though, I'm sure he's got something to sell. Coming soon. Coming soon.
Right? It's always a rollout.
Right. Cam did just drop a new movie on Tubi. It could be a rollout. Is that the one he did with what's the cute the Gooding son? And then they said 50 Cent got the rights to Paid in Full. I would like to see a redo of that. I think that would be dope.
Well, Dame just got on there and said he don't got the rights to pay in full, and Dame also said he owns the name Power.
And Dame also said he's the chairman of Revolt.
Yeah, Dame is wilding right now. Like, dog, like, do you got dementia or something? Like, what's going on, man?
Dame dummy.
I don't know. All right, Ant said it's good. What's the name of it, Ant? I mean, actually, Cameron, I thought was good in Paid in Full. I know he was acting like himself, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, like
Miss Maui, what up? She says, I couldn't even finish a Dame interview on the Breakfast Club. Time
yeah,
for
he
the
one
week.
of them people I can't watch on TV no more either with the bullshit. Like, he be on some,
it'd be too much.
Yeah,
like he's doing too much.
His energy weird. Now he acting crazy. I'm off that.
Is it a crime? Okay. All right, I'll look it up. Yeah, Omar Gooden. Yep. All right, where are we at? We only got 8 entries, y'all. What y'all doing? Y'all want no money? What y'all doing? Come on, oh man, y'all about to make me beg. Let's go. I'm not begging y'all to take our money. So, all right, in 1 minute, we can go. Because I got a cheesesteak that's got my mouth written on it.
Hey, yo. Listen, for everybody watching out there, if you win, first of all, let us know that you're still here. And if you're still here, you have to go to Cash App, click on Bitcoin, click the up arrow, down arrow so you can receive Bitcoin. You'll get a QR code. Tap the QR code. You will get your Lightning address. Copy your Lightning address. Send that to us. But when you send it to us, make sure you do it within the village. And if you're not in the village, join the village. You can join the village by going to blackwealthrebels.com. Send it to us in the village, and you will get it paid this evening.
All right, we got a 9-piece. Y'all. We got a 9-piece. Can we get a couple more? But again, like I said, I'm not begging y'all. Y'all don't want it, fine. It's okay. All right, y'all ready to let it spin?
Kamari says the wildest things, man. I listen. I
Let it
didn't say
spin.
that.
Y'all
I
ready
didn't
to
say
let
that.
it spin? What are you
No, no,
talking
no.
about?
Even before that, you just be saying some wild stuff, bro. But it's all love,
I,
man.
Listen,
It's
I,
man.
all
I, I
love.
let it. I let that thing go slide right on by,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Listen, man.
Sometimes you
Listen.
got to, man. But he
I
got
just
he.
talk to y'all. Y'all supposed to be my brothers. All y'all
I
want
and
to do is
I
slander me.
wonder, you know what I'm saying,
What? What?
listen, man, it is what it is. It is what it is,
Listen,
beloved. It is what it is,
Ghostface,
beloved.
Ghostface agrees with me. Fat Joe agrees with me. Even Benzino agrees with me now.
Whoa,
I gotta
whoa,
laugh even when I say
whoa,
that.
Benzino. We siding with Benzino now.
Now I'm
You know,
sliding
it
with
is what it
Ghostface
is.
and Fat Joe. By the way, anybody seen Race get Ghostface's son's diss track talking about family business? None of y'all seen that?
You said it what?
Ghostface's son dropped a diss track about him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
nobody.
did see that. Someone sent it to me. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, people be going outside.
It's like, damn, do you really want to, clickbait your own pops? What did I say that was wild? What are y'all talking about?
You don't even understand half of the stuff you be saying, bro. You be
That's
saying
because,
some.
listen, man, my mom's out in the gutter, man. I'm not on that vibe. Not on that vibe. So Jarrell says they say crazy shit too, Rory Barry. Hey, yo, let that thing slide on by. Hey, yo. I didn't say nothing, no. I didn't say nothing. Corey said that. All right, we got 10. We got 10. We got 10. We're going to let it rip. Because if I say something else, then I got to say pause. And I can't be saying pause. It's too much work, y'all. Too much thought. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. And damn, Greg's in the mix. Shucks. Noble won like the last 2 out of the last
Hey,
3 weeks, right?
Noble gets to it. Noble. Listen, Noble. I want you to know this though. No emails, no text messages. You gotta be in the village, and you gotta send the lightning address in the village. But are you still here? Because the first thing is you gotta still be here.
Are you here? Let's see.
Hey, more tied everything together. This is why nepotism is important. Hey, man, I'm trying to read your comment,
I
dog.
just wanted to know Noble's here. I got you. Here we go. Going right back.
All right, Amor, that is Kamari disrespecting you, not me. All right, so that is why nepotism is important. Put your kids on so they don't put diss tracks out on you.
Yeah, how about that? Bars.
Some kids feel entitled and not really trying to be in the family business. Yeah. I mean, entitlement is a thing.
It's a thing. It's a poison. It's present. All right, congratulations again to Noble. He is here. Make sure you get into the village and talk to us, man. Talk to us.
Yeah, you got to be in the village to I mean, that's the way we doing it from here on out. You got to be in the village. You know what I'm saying? You got to be. Yo, we got some fire stuff coming up, man. We got some stuff coming up. The camp, I was not the camp, but the Saturday school is coming up October 4th. Please share that information out with your people as much as you can. We got a couple posts on socials about it. I'm actually going to post something on probably post it tomorrow. Posting tomorrow on our socials about the camp. Yeah, so we
But
got a lot going on.
while we're here, let's
Okay, go
just
ahead.
Everybody,
You got
listen.
something else you want to know?
Saturday school
oh damn it.
is here. Starting October 4th, we have a new
This dude right here, man.
It's for the thugs in the street.
You always slander my name, man. It's hard to run this board, man. And then now I lost it. Oh man, where to go?
Send your kids to Faith Chapel Church at 108
108.
Christ Street.
Yo, I gotta
food.
stop calling it Chapel Hill too, because I be putting up posts calling it Faith Chapel Hill, and I realized I was talking shout out to my brother Dre. He was like, "Dog, you say
I saw you say
every,
that earlier
he
too.
said every time you say Chapel, you say Hill." I'm like, I watched a lot of college basketball as a kid, dog. So Chapel and Hill like go together to me. Like those two words, like one has to come up after another, man. You know, so but it's Faith Chapel Church. I keep saying Faith Chapel Hill, man. I said it in the video with all of us. Y'all ain't correct me there either, man.
You did?
Yeah, I said Faith Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill goes together, bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean, shout out to Dean Smith, man.
Wow.
Everybody, listen. Saturday school is here. Starting October 4th, we have a new project we're working on in the community. So you guys, already familiar with the camp. The camp was a smashing success in 2025. So what we're doing now is keep the work going. We're trying to start a Saturday school. One Saturday out of every month, starting October 4th, we'll be right here, 108 East Price Street at Faith Chapel Hill. Shout out to Pastor Graves,
Shout out to Pastor Graves.
who has offered us his space to make this happen in the community. So what will be going on in this Saturday school, Kamari? Tell us about it.
Oh man, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Mentorship, financial literacy. Finance is our thing, but we always use finance as a way to be revolutionaries, to take back their lives. So, finance, mentorship, and what did you say, a mill?
Meals, fellowship. It's going to be fun. The thing about this is it's a program, but it's also going to be fun. The thing about learning is it also should have a lot of things that are fun, and it's also going to be culturally appropriate. So that's what we're going to be doing starting October 4th. Send your kids so that they can learn, and bring yourself so that you can learn with them.
And so if you have any children, boy or girl, doesn't matter, and you want them to have opportunities to sit with 3 black men who loves black people and want us to have full control over their lives, send them to the camp the first Saturday of every month.
Yeah, and also we just want to make sure this is a safe space for kids in the community. And the last thing I want to say is if we have any volunteers, because what we're also looking to do is to kind of expose them to people who are professionals that look just like they look, right? Yes. And we don't care what your profession is, reach out to us. You can shoot us an email, bythehoodllc@gmail.com. But we want to make sure you reach out because we want to expose the kids to people that are doing positive works.
Conditions that we're currently in, if you're in a neighborhood, if you're in a block, if you're doing something, everybody in this room can do something by being involved, by participating, and we're always looking like for volunteers, or somebody like Kamar who will make you volunteer.
Like I said, every first Saturday of the month we'll be here.
9 to 12.
That's right, from 9 to 12. The address again is 108 East Price Street, right here at Faith Chapel Church. So any questions, shoot us an email, get in contact with us. But, the work continues. And, we're looking forward to this Saturday school. We're looking forward to making this an ongoing thing outside of our summer camp. So appreciate you guys.
So there it is, y'all.
Yo, shout out to State Rep Parker for slandering Kamari. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend, man. You're encouraging people to slander me. You were definitely involved with that.
Oh, I got nothing to do. That's the State Rep. She speaks for herself. I don't control her. It just shows. And see, Kamari like to throw shots and hide his hand, right? So you know what I mean. There's always someone clapping back at him and then he won't play victim again. I'm pretty sure you said something smart to her too. Yeah, I'm saying,
I'm starting to think you don't like me, Jimmy, but it's okay.
I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Got nothing but love for you, man.
I
got nothing but love for you. You know what I'm saying? Heavy D voice. Yo,
nothing but love.
Also, listen, if you're in the village, I'm gonna put a post up in the village. I told Kamari I was gonna do that, and I didn't get around to it. I want to make sure that we're truly building with each other, so I'm going to start a thread. I'll probably start it this evening. I don't know what all you guys' socials are, but if you're on Instagram or Facebook, I want you guys to share your socials in this thread that I put up because I want to make sure that we support each other. Because one of the things that we were talking about is folks support us and we definitely appreciate it, but we want to support you guys and other things that you got going on. Because we find that people in the village do all kinds of stuff from writing books to being accountants to being attorneys to being plumber. We want to make sure that something Corey always talks about. Yeah, man, we want to support. We want to make sure we support you guys. So if you're in the village, I'm going to put that post up probably right now as soon as we get off here. Share your socials, share what you got going on so we can support you in whatever it is you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So you want to add anything to that, Kamari?
Oh, by the way, I don't know if Dr. Chaz is still here, but I brought that $40 on so far. It's nice. It's nice.
There you go. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, man. You know,
Yeah.
support each other, B. Support each other. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, man.
I share something on that, and this penny stock I've been playing with in the village too.
Oh man, here you go. You playing with penny stocks again, man. You sound like you're going down the wrong hole, man. Pause. Next thing I know, you're gonna be on DraftKings, man.
Nah, not at all. But I'll take the 45% I just got.
Listen. Go ahead, because I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is,
and it's funny is I hate penny stock. I hate penny stock.
I hate it with a passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate actual penny stock. I know penny stock by definition is like under $5, right?
Yeah.
I hate actual penny stocks. You know what I'm saying? Because Fold is technically a penny stock. Is like, Fold booming
But
right
you
now.
love Fold.
I love Fold the product, and I got thousands of shares of Fold. But Fold is up 40% today, so I ain't mad at it.
Hold on, let me look at Fold.
Yeah, look at Fold today. Fold. You know what I'm saying? A little boom today.
$8.33. So it's technically not a penny stock. Oh,
well, it was before the day. It was before the day.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, look at FLD. I'm about to say Fold is definitely a penny stock. Hold on, I know hit 8.
No,
8.
that was the wrong thing.
I say hit 8. I wouldn't be here tonight.
$4.53. Damn, it was up 33% today.
That's what I told you. This is what I'm telling you. Go ahead, because I ain't mad at you.
Jeez.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, man. It's getting to be old folks' bedtime around here for me.
Yeah, Corey said he's tired of us, man. Damn, I just got an email from the library. So I got a library book. I'm overdue. They coming right in my neck. My fault, y'all. Anyway, so make sure y'all look for that thread. Pause. Noble just sent me a text, so I told him he gotta put it in the village.
Did he put it in the village?
He asked me where to put it in the village because he just sent me a text. I'm like, no.
You know what we should do, Jim?
Yeah.
Create a Bitcoin Friday post where everybody can chime in on that.
So I also want to get people familiar with using Patreon because you can send inboxes on there, but you just drop it in the general chat because, I guess technically we could.
That's right. That's the same thing, yeah.
But the problem with that is, all right, never mind. We'll talk about that later. All right, y'all. So listen, Corey and Kamari will be here Sunday. I'll be on the flight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Florida.
You ducking out on us again?
I'm be on a flight. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm be on a flight to Orlando, beloved. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? I'm sorry.
We gotta talk about that, man.
What you want me to do? I'm sorry.
We might need an absentee policy for you, man.
Nah, man, we good.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
All right, y'all.
I'm out here spreading the
hardest
gospel
working
across
man
the
in
world.
show business. We good.
Talk to him, Corey. Talk to him, Corey.
Nah, y'all both be out in the streets doing the most, man.
Oh, also, if anybody will be in Philly, Kamari and I are also next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend.
Oh yeah.
The Emerging Media is the first annual Emerging Media Conference. You know what I'm saying? Kamari, I also noticed that me and you are speaking around the same time, but
on two different things.
Yeah, so the first annual Emerging Media Conference is next Saturday at Community College of Philadelphia, brought to you by the Philadelphia Association of Black Journalists. Kamari and myself are both on panels during that conference, so make sure to come check us out. We're speaking on Saturday. I'm so looking forward to it because I have like I love Community College of Philadelphia. I'm an advocate of community colleges across the board. I feel like more people should take advantage of community college. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely want to support community college and also Philadelphia Association of Black Journalists because one of my goals for 2025 is to do more institutional building, work with Black organizations that, historically have not got a lot of funding and support. So me and Kamari both will be there. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to drop crazy bars. You know what I'm saying? Crazy bars I've heard. I'm going to drop crazy bars. Also, never mind. We got a lot going on. We'll let y'all know about the other stuff in the future. That's the most recent stuff. If you're in Orlando, holla at me. Next Saturday, if you're in Philly, pull up at Community College of Philadelphia. Sunday, pull up, and that's it. I'm done.
All right, y'all. Jimmy's done. All right. So we'll see y'all later. Y'all be great. Have a great weekend.